Russia has reacted with fury and has warned more Ukrainians will die after the US House of Representatives passed a military aid package worth almost £50 billion last night. It came after months of stalling as some Republicans tried to block more aid, saying it was time for America to draw back from what they called international interventions. Well, a little earlier, I spoke to the Ukrainian MP Lesia Vasylenko and asked her how much impact she thinks the American aid will have.
Going to be a huge difference. We are hoping that money will arrive by the end of 2024 and in the form of weapons, of air defense systems, first and foremost, as well as long-range missile systems that would definitely help our men and women fighting for Ukraine on the front lines.
Where do you think it's going to make the most difference, and where do you think it's going to have the biggest impact?
Definitely all along the line of defense through southeast east Ukraine, but also in the protection of civilians and of our civilian infrastructure objects all throughout the country. As you know, Russia is attacking on a daily basis from the air with either Iranian drones, the Shahed drones, or with Russians' supersonic missiles that are being launched and that are hitting civilian targets.
Well, Russia's reaction to this has been that this will actually lead to more civilian deaths.
Russia never needed a provocation to cause more civilian deaths. In the last 2 years, over 2 years, and over the last decade, Russia has been very good at taking lives of innocent people in Ukraine. Before that, Russia has done the same in Georgia. Before that, Russia has completely wiped out the Free Chechen Republic. Before that, there was Transnistria in Moldova. So there's a whole chain of events that was leading up to Ukraine. And that chain of events should have taught the world leaders that Russia needs no provocation. Russia will be Russia and will act accordingly as an aggressive state.
How difficult has it been to stay strong when this aid package has taken such a long time to get through? It's a 6-month delay. I just wonder what you make of that.
You are absolutely right. In Ukraine, we were very much hoping to see this money and the military aid that it brings by the end of 2023. And it was actually very bad news before the new year that we learned that we would not be getting the aid. There was a lot of discussion in Ukraine. There was a lot of tension on the front line and exasperation almost from our brave soldiers who were not understanding why this aid was not coming through, who were actually giving us a very pessimistic forecast, saying that perhaps this money will come through when there will be no more Ukrainian soldiers able to hold any of the weapons or operate any of the defense systems because they would be wiped out by Russia. Thankfully, this money is coming through when Ukraine is still standing strong with its army and is still able to fend off Russia's aggression, not just away from Ukraine, but away from the rest of Europe.
There are concerns, though, that more money will be needed and that taxpayers from abroad will have to pay for that.
More money will definitely be needed. And the stance was that America would be supporting Ukraine for as long as it takes. And the more investment we can have now into the collective security, the faster we can get rid of Russia's aggression and the threat that it brings with it. And I think that for the American people, as well as for the other communities, international communities that are supporting Ukraine today, the thing to understand is that it's not money spent, it's money invested into a collective security.
Lesia Vasylenko, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Thank you.